Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to expand a little bit on what I was talking about earlier today. We voted today to subsidize these private industry with $100 million. 21 of us voted for it. There's four racinos in this state and one casino, and that's who gets this $100 million. Just with respect to the racinos, two of them are by the same company. It's a private company. They're worth about $5 billion. They're an out-of-state company. There's another one that's somewhere in the neighborhood of $15 to $20 billion. They're an out-of-state company. There's another one that's in the neighborhood of $15 to $20 billion. They're an out-of-state company. So what did we just do? We gave these billion-dollar companies $100 million. I mean, why? We're in the middle of a pandemic. We have a ton of small businesses in our own state that are suffering. They've suffered for a year. What do we give them? Nothing. I guess it's the political process. You make a big donation, you get $100 million, then you laugh all the way to the bank. I think it stinks. I think it stinks. I'll tell you, they're treated differently. These small businesses are treated differently than the big businesses. Okay? And gambling, a lot of people are against gambling. I'm not against gambling. I think it's everyone's right to gamble if they want. I gamble. In moderation, it's entertainment. I understand people get addicted to gambling. I understand people get addicted to lots of things. But our state's economy is dependent upon it. Okay? I think we should maximize it. Let's look at the casinos versus these LVLs. That's our two big entities, right? So, on a machine, you got a machine. The LVLs have to rebuy their machines for tens of thousands of dollars every so many years. They have to pay $1,000. These are our small businesses, our restaurants, our taverns, bars, restaurants, whatever. They got to pay $1,000 every year. Some sort of, I don't know what we call that tax. And the state takes 52 cents off the dollar. So 52 cents off the dollar, $1,000 every year, and you got to rebuy the machines for $10,000, $15,000 per machine every so often. Let's look at the other side. Let's look at the casinos. 30 cents on a dollar for the machines as opposed to 52 cents. They don't pay this $1,000 tax. They don't have to rebuy machines or buy machines. Oh, and by the way, we'll give you $100 million on top of all that. That's what we do. So they came to us a few years back and wanted to do sports wagering. And so we did it. It could create a ton of jobs, hundreds of jobs. I think it's created about 6, maybe 7. We made $7 million as a state in sports wagering since June of 2018. That's when it started. 7 million, and then another 500,000 on top of that for licensing fees. So 7,500,000, almost $8 million. Pennsylvania started 2 months after we did. They're approaching $1 billion. Ours was 8 million. They're approaching $1 billion. If you correct it per capita, they're about 100 million to our 8 million. We did it wrong. We gave it away. The implementation by these private companies has cost the state millions of dollars. And here we are protecting them further. We're protecting them. We're preventing competition from entering. There's no reason these licenses should be tethered to these casinos. And there's no reason we should be giving subsidizing a private industry that's traded on a stock exchange of $100 million. Why are we subsidizing these private companies? I just don't get it. And we're at the expense of our own state's small businesses. Mr. President, this has been weighing on me this whole session. I was hoping for a solution. It hasn't come, probably won't come. You know, these things always end up in court, but I finally just felt like I had to speak about it a little bit. I'm going to continue to speak about it. I'm going to talk about this a lot over the next couple years every so often until we find a solution that allows free market competition in this industry and maximizing the dollars for the state. The state could use the money. We have lots of the sexual assault women came to us. They're getting $250,000 a year. PIA, I mean, the waivers. I mean, we go on and on and on with all these parts of our states that need extra funding. And here we're just doling it out. So with that being said, I'd like to revisit all this over the interims in the next year, and hopefully we can come to a better conclusion. Thank you, Mr. President.